Right, Reg, it's an emergency session of the G.E.E.K podcast. Why,
It is
Reg?
indeed. Why? Because after 14 long years, that's right, 14 long years, Dan, Shenmue 3! Right, so this was just the most unexpected ever announcement. This was just redunculous.
I have no words, Reg.
No, right. We were discussing on the podcast the other day, Yu Suzuki put up a picture on his Twitter account of a forklift truck. We were like, oh, he's trolling us again. And then I thought, a potential HD release, surely.
No.
One or two.
Not even that.
Not even, mate. Not even that. We had Shenmue 3.
Right. Look back at previous, things like E3 and TGS and Gamescom and stuff. There's been events where, Yu Suzuki's doing a bit of a speech. He's doing a retrospective. And everyone's like, it's got to be it. Something coming up. And then nothing. It even, jokes just like, oh, yeah, it's never going to happen. And then this.
That's it.
He puts a picture of a forklift truck. Everyone's like, yeah, whatever.
It's weird because there's always trademarks come on and off. And there's always the rumours. Now, we had the trademark thing again where it's like, oh, this has happened again. There's been some rumblings on the website, but there was nothing ever stating that this might happen.
Did anyone know?
They've got to.
There was no...
People must have known this is the best kept secret since Roswell.
Really, really is. Wow.
Because,
Wait, no, Roswell wasn't a good secret, Reg.
Was it not?
No.
Well, I found out 50 years later.
Okay.
Maybe.
Right.
I
then
know,
I'll still stay with that.
What I'm trying to say is, out of all the announcements ever that always happens around E3, there's always leaks, there's always screenshots, there's always something that comes out. We had nothing, Dan.
Nothing in the slightest.
We didn't even have a sniff of what's going on. And the trademarks, which we all thought were going to be fake trademarks, must have been real because of the Kickstarter campaign.
They've been going for a while, though, let's face it.
It's been incredible. So basically, Sony came with their press conference
at E3.
And they were doing a grand job anyway. And then there he was, just stood there, as he says, now here comes a title which PlayStation fans have been very vocal about, and I mean very, very vocal about. Some whooping and hollering going on. I mean, what could have been? What could actually follow on from a Final Fantasy VII remake? I mean, everyone was like, you know what, job done, don't need anything else, and then you hear it.
Bit of Last Guardian.
All you see is that little blossom, cherry blossom, just floating down.
But
and my pants exploded.
I still didn't hear much. I didn't hear much of a reaction in the audience when the music started playing. It was the moment when it popped up Shenmue 3. Then everyone knew. The
best thing is, if you go on YouTube and type in Shenmue 3 fan reactions, I think one of the videos is called Fan Crowd Right, and it's some guy's got a camera, zooms that cherry blossom photo, so he must have known that this was coming out.
Or he was filming the whole thing.
Yeah, unless he was just filming the crowd for the entire thing. And there's just one particular dude who's like fourth row from the front, who just has a breakdown. From the minute that cherry blossom starts falling, you could just see his hands, like I did, was like... And then he just burst into tears and rocked back and forth, and I was like, I feel you, bro. I feel you! It was just...
So, what time did this happen?
Wow.
UK time is about 3 a.m. or something, yeah?
Yeah.
So, I was woken up by about 4 notifications from Twitter, and then a couple of messages, minimum, from Reg. And I was just like, half asleep, you read... Shenmue 3 Kickstarter. Shenmue 3 is happening. It's actually happening. My reaction to that was, no, it's not. It isn't. It's just people being silly again.
Literally, my alarm went off this morning, and because it was E3, I changed my alarm tone to the Shenmue theme tune. I always do it whenever there's sort of things. Okay. It's my usual ringtone anyway, but then I was like, you know what? No, it's always nice to have it as the alarm. So it went off. Swiped up to dismiss the alarm, and then you've got the home screen on the Android, which is just loads of different blocks that tell you about your social media thing, and every single one was just Shenmue 500k, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
No, this can't be right, and I was like, shit, I need to run, I ran downstairs so I could actually just be like, with not waking up the missus.
You won't hear me say it
It's
that
just-
often, but it's the one time that I wish I was lying there in bed next to you, Reg, just to see that reaction.
To go a bit blue, I was so hard, but it was incredible, and it was so emotional. And I was walking to work late this morning, and it was just the biggest grin on my face all day. I've had like just shit happening, and I just couldn't care less. It's the greatest news ever. It's here. It's happening. I've pledged a lot of money towards it.
Yeah.
She doesn't need to know. It's all going grand. I mean, so basically,
That grand isn't a reference to how much you've pledged now.
not
yet.
I wanted to do the 10 grander, but the dinner review's gone.
Oh, was there only one?
There's
They'll
three.
put more in. There's
Yeah,
three.
all three.
Could have
are
split
gone.
that, Reg.
But there's original scripts, original Shenmue 1 scripts, which not even the actual final team have seen. Apparently, that's how awesome it is. But yeah, so they came on, announced Shenmue 3. It is going through a Kickstarter with Sony.
Yeah, and then counted it down. That was
The
amazing.
countdown to Create It Live was amazing. It was just a 5, 4. It was just so good. And then after 9 hours, completely funded.
Yeah.
The fastest ever record. Not even just for a game.
No, it was just
but just in total for reaching 1 million.
No,
the only
was video game.
It's not, because it even beat the Pebble Watch.
Oh,
So the only thing that would have beat it was the Pebble Watch, but it actually beat Pebble.
Wow.
And became the biggest ever the fastest ever $1 million title.
amazing.
Amazing.
And so we're less than 24 hours after, and we're already at what, 2.8?
2.7106.
Okay, which is the third stretch target.
Yes, it is. So we've got
there's a bunch.
several different stretch targets. Most of the stretch targets
different
are all going to be different languages, different subtitles coming through. But then we do have some really, really nice things coming up. Some stuff which he hasn't announced, which we're going to get some more information about. So if we reach 3.2 million, we're going to be getting the rapport system. Ooh,
What does that mean?
intriguing. No one really knows
No.
yet. He's not even given like a slight hint, but we're all like,
Maybe certain people you have to befriend before they
wondering.
give you information.
yeah. But then is it also going to be maybe the case of, with some titles like Mass Effect and stuff, even if you haven't played the original titles, you might get some sort of questioning beforehand. Are you going to be able to build
Okay.
up your reputation
Maybe.
with certain
How would you have
characters?
done this before?
Are you gonna
Would
do
you
it?
have? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see a cat going across the local village. What would you name said cat?
Exactly.
So, I wonder. It would be amazing.
Oh, I hope.
So good. 3.5 million. We get the skill tree system, so we can branch out into even further combos,
Okay.
which is going to be incredible. And then $4 million, Dan. $4 million.
We get another village.
We get another village and
Right.
5 more mini games.
Yeah, true. Right, now, there's also then further stretch targets. There's a further 2 villages, he says in the Kickstarter video. Villages, towns, let's hope towns. I want bigger scale. So you think you go from Shenmue 1 where you've got Debuito, which is pretty small, and then you've got, it opens up into the docks. And number 2, though, the city there was ridiculous.
sprawling, it was
and
massive.
look at what they could do now. Let's face it, it could be massive. But these are little Chinese towns / villages. I'm hoping.
Yeah, well, the way you've got to look at it is when Shenmue 2 obviously left off, you were in the middle
In a cave.
In the cave, coming through. So it's all going to be based around there. From the look of it, what I've seen so far, and what I've heard, is there's going to be no sort of proper urban environment.
Okay.
Sega's not actually involved as of yet for this stage. Sega's
Guessing
not
published,
involved.
no.
This means we're not going to have the arcades. Just
Ooh,
yet.
yeah, of course.
Just yet. I reckon what's going to probably happen is it's going to... Obviously, we're
Stretch
going to
goals.
smash all of these targets, and then Sony are going to come like, you've done good, have money.
Yeah. Here, have
then-
Parappa the Rapper in game.
Exactly. Think of all
Have a
the...
Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, just think of all the amazing Sony games you could actually
Yeah,
put
true.
out there. It's easy to do, like Ridge Racer, stuff like that. You know, it would be
Vibram.
amazing, but hopefully, fingers crossed, Vibram would be like, I'd like that a lot. But yeah, so there's loads of stuff you can put in there, but hopefully Sega will come to the senses finally
Dancing
and be
Stage
like,
Euro Mix.
yes, we'll do that.
That's what you need. Need a bit of Dance Stage Euro Mix. Jungle Book Groove Party.
No, Dan.
Come on, that's Rio doing the dance map.
The only thing that would be good for that is if then they include Rio in the next Disney Infinity.
Okay. Yep. I'll
Deal.
allow that.
I'll
Deal.
allow it.
Right.
But yeah, so anyway, so we're going through all these. So surely all these little villages are going to be interconnected, but then Land D's not going to be about there.
No.
So where's he going to be, Dan? Are we actually going to finish off the series with Shenmue 3?
Well,
because
yes.
of these chapters. If you think about it, there were 16 chapters originally.
Right.
Put down to 9. We're on chapter 5 now.
I will say yes.
Should we have 4?
I'm pretty sure that it will be... okay, you'll have all these little villages. Fine. But you'll... I think that's just part of the game. I don't think that's like... Oh, because if we don't meet these stretch goals, we're not just going to have one village. He's just saying, look, we're also going to have these other villages you can visit. So I don't think they're going to be... They can't be instrumental to the game. They can be stuff that they can drop. Right. Concerns, though. It's going to be a downloadable title, and it's only $30. That's not a lot for a game of this scope. So I am a little bit concerned that it's not going to be as massive and sprawling and have... I just want it to do it justice. Yeah. And that's a little bit of concern that it's not going to.
I feel it. And admittedly, if you try to say that to me for the rest of like the 17 hours of this day so far, I wouldn't have given a shit about what you said because I finally got my Shenmue 3. Mm-hmm. Thinking about it logically now, though, it could be a potential worry. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've played several actual titles on the PSN that you can sink hundreds of hours into, and like, you know, they are big.
It's true.
The thing is, though, they are sort of like not as high class as the likes of what Shenmue has been. I mean, if you think about even Shenmue 1 for its day was just so incredibly huge, they can't bring it down, and then for Shenmue 3 just have like a a linear experience.
Exactly.
It won't work. But again, it's Yu Suzuki behind it. It's the team behind it. Like loads of the original team. Yeah. I've not got that many glaring doubts, but at the same time, I'm not expecting it to be as like grandeur as Shenmue 1 and 2.
But it has to be.
It will be. I think it's one of those that no matter how amazing the title is, it will always be the best game of this generation for Shenmue fans. Okay, no matter how great it is, it will always be that. It could have the most niggling faults. We won't care. It will be the best thing ever. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the issue that other people have to deal with.
Okay, so but why now? Why has it finally happened now?
To be fair, it's all down to the community once again. I mean, we every, like we were talking before, every single third of the month, we tweet it, we love it, and the support has just grown and grown and grown and grown, and I think now is just the perfect time. Right. Okay, what now though?
So that's the thing. So every third of the month, people have tweeted, save Shenmue, hashtag save Shenmue. It's now hashtag Shenmue saved. Yeah.
That even sounds so nice. But I mean, that's the thing, because I was worried about what we're going to do for the third of each month now. Okay. Because usually on the third, I can't see what anyone's up to, can't see what people eat for
you
dinner.
You go on Twitter, it's just
literally Shenmue fans all the way through. And
which
I thought,
is great.
What am I going to do in my life
I'm
now?
happy with that, but it also is very annoying sometimes.
But yeah, no, so, I mean, the thing that I love about it, the community spirit is so strong on this that even you on the thank yous when he's going through talking about Shenmue 3, and he actually thanks the community and thanks the Shenmue groups, like the 500K, and just says, like, if it wasn't for you, it definitely wouldn't have been made. And that's what I love about it. He knows that it's us that have done it.
I think everyone dreamed that this would happen based on everyone tweeting and everyone just constantly getting at him to make it.
Yeah.
But I think everyone did have this sort of slight feeling at the back of their mind that this was all fruitless, but it doesn't matter, we need to do this.
Yeah. You know, I had a horrible feeling, though, that, like, when that countdown happened and I was like, go! And I just had a feeling that I'd wake up tomorrow and we would have about, like, $2 to it. I don't know why, I just had a feeling that no one would support it, but obviously...
Say it for $2 million.
It's Shenmue, in the space of, like, an hour it reached it, and it's just so good.
So, okay, but... while the tweet-a-thon is kind of done, it's not necessary now, the next one, the next third of the month, which will be right towards the end of the campaign, surely that's the most...
That is the most important one now.
Because, anyone who hasn't pledged by that point needs to know about it.
Yep. Basically, it's funded, it's done now. But if you want the full-on proper Shenmue experience...
100% happening, Reg.
It needs to be funded even more. Yeah. You do need to go to Kickstarter /Shenmue 3. I think it is.
Hopefully as simple as that. We'll put a link.
You need to get there. I've already put the link up on our Twitter account, which you'll see on here
And do you know what was really nice? I was watching as it ticked over 2 million. I even recorded it. I set my phone recording it.
I shed a tear again.
I need that moment.
The moment it happened, I shed a tear. It's just a when it did it, I was just like, it's done. It's done, Dan. It's actually done. Obviously, I've backed it.
Yeah.
I
haven't yet because I haven't had the chance, and I need to settle on what, because I don't own a PS4 and my PC's probably not up to it. But I've got a year and a half, 2 years to deal with it.
December 2017.
Really?
Yeah.
What did I see for 2016? Oh, the dinner with you. That was sometime in
you can have
winter.
dinner with me anytime you want, Dan.
Why you? Why you?
So basically what you're going to do is the only way to have a physical copy to put it on your nice shelf
is buy the PC version.
Is PC version. But then, because you all love Shenmue so much, to show the support and maybe see what we can get after it, is buy the digital versions anyway for your PS4. That's what I'm going to be doing.
You've got to. Got to have a nice, lovely cardboard box.
I can't wait to have it in my hand. That is going to be better than my wedding day.
When is your wedding day?
My wedding day is next April.
Right, okay. What if they went, we've worked a bit quicker and we managed to get it out and it's
It'd
now...
be postponed.
What, the launch Shenmue or the wedding?
No, the wedding.
Awesome.
Obviously. They said it's because I wanted to do the 10 grand and I wanted to see if I could put the money that we had set aside for the wedding to put into that. Because I think Ash would have...
Well, you wouldn't need the money for the wedding then because it wouldn't be happening.
It would be postponed a little bit longer, but I'd have to wait a few weeks so we could do some Geeks Go Gaming on Shenmue 3.
True.
But
immediately.
My God, it's finally done. It's here.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. Literally so excited about this, Dan. So excited about
emergency pod was entirely necessary, Reg. We'll go into probably a lot more detail. There's so much good stuff coming from E3 though this year.
Mm-hmm.
More so
toy capsules as well though. I need to discuss. Oh my God, the toy capsules that you get in game.
Yeah,
if you pledge enough, you either get one or all four.
I want. Yeah.
They look so good. The forklift truck, Chao, Rio, and Shenmue. I need them all. I really need them all. I mean, Chai
gotta catch them
amazing.
All.
He just
Shenmue
really
toys.
Cool. But Rio on a forklift truck just looks fucking incredible.
Little chibi versions.
I hope they do look just like that.
Yeah.
But Chai, everything just looks amazing. I'm just so pleased with it. But yes, I'm going to be getting an art book because I'm not allowed to say how much I pledged in case Ash watches.
Right.
But I'm getting an actual physical art book with my one.
I like it. Okay, so next week's proper pod will be a lot of talk about E3, I'm sure.
It'll be a lot
how much of this? How much repeat? I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It might. We need at least an hour of non-E3 related discussion, Reg. So if the podcast needs half an hour of Shenmue discussion, it's going to be 90 minutes. But other than that, I have nothing more to say about it for now. I need to go home and sleep and dream of going to being trapped in that cave.
All I want to do is say thank you, Suzuki, but also thank you, everyone out there, Shenmue community.
Go and buy it!
You're amazing!
It's time to geek out.
Bye.
Bye!
G.E.E.K 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 G.E.E.K